Good day everybody, welcome to Tuesday, the British day of chewing. Now, energy, a very important topic nowadays and at the moment. And let's face it, this month you've probably been grinding through the event quest in some sort of shape or form. And of course a lot of people have noticed with it, this is slow news. But you've probably noticed a lot of your energy is up. If you've been following the channel, if you've been following the live streams, you'll know that Kabam already announced that this would have been a thing last month. So why are we mentioning it? Why are we talking about it? Well, I've seen a few people in a few places say that they feel they're getting scammed of energy. And of course, it's important to look at these things. It's, fact check it wherever we can and look into stuff in more details. So in order to go forward or bring us up to the present situation, we've got to go back in time. Like a good DeLorean and going up to 88 miles an hour, we're going to go back to the September live stream where we got this particular information, that there would be fewer paths. In all difficulties, 6 paths removed, remove nodes per difficulty for less travel time, simpler navigation, energy cost per node increased, slightly more energy to complete. Right? So on the face of it, it doesn't sound too great. But the situation does go a little bit further to say that there's significantly less energy to explore, which, that's the main thing right here. To kind of educate people on this particular fact is, like, yes, you may be, like myself, auto-fighting through. I've got 70 energy and it's annoying me right now. I'm sure a lot of people like the same, like, God damn, spend that energy. But look, if you auto-fight through, chances are you're looking at going, well, I'm blasting through my energy a lot more frequently than I might think. But are you finding that you're 100%ing things a lot more frequently and easier than you might think? And I think that's really it. There's a lot of things that I've enjoyed this month is auto-fighting through a lot of the event quest, which has just been a bit of a breeze. So where am I up to now with stuff? I've actually got to do uncollected. That's on my next agenda. But, I've got to do, one there. And I've got 15 days. Normally this is in a different state. I am trying to being conservative with my energy because I'm doing an Act 8.2.5 100% grind at the moment. And then on to Act 8.2.6. Then frantically do Battlegrounds before the season ends. Because so is my life. But yes, we've got to get to the point of do we actually have any kind of data to say that you were getting scammed for your energy? So I saw an interesting thread back at the start of the month and I wanted to kind of go back to it to reference it and talk about it in this particular show. This was also something that was discussed in the RichTheMan Discord a little while ago and we got some decent information on this to go over. So, as we've seen with that particular live stream, and as many people say here, first of all, it takes more for completion, but it's actually less for exploration, which is a win in my opinion because of the new gauntlet. So that's kind of a very good point. But yes, just getting to the point. And one thing I did find interesting was I think it was Sir James Bond. Was it Sir James Bond? The kind of yeah, Sir Games Bond. Sorry, Sir Games Bond. The name's Bond. Games Bond. Anyway, used to be standard 21 nodes per path. I think he's actually referring to 3.2. 7 paths per energy per node. 63 energy per path. 441 for a whole quest. So energy spent. It's now 13 nodes per path. 5 paths with 5 energy. 65 energy per path. 325 for the whole quest. So that's interesting. That is very interesting. Go calculate the others yourself and do tell us the big discovery. So yeah, that's about 3.2. So it definitely kind of showcases that there's less energy cost. It's definitely interesting because on a daily basis when you get your free energy to start off the day, or you get your free energy towards the end of the day, the evening, that you're able to make as much progression as possible, but also feel like you're getting something back from it a lot more again, frequently from this one. So to quite simply answer the question, are you getting ripped off when it comes to your energy like spending game at the moment? The answer is no. And the great thing about this is going to continue into story mode. So if you've been following Kabam and recent live streams, you'll know that Act 8.3, which is going to be released, I think, next month, is going to have a new kind of chain of operation when it comes to energy spend. And that's, you know, only great. I am finding Act 8.2 boring, to be brutally honest. The only reason I'm finding it boring is that it just goes on and on and on. Those 6 paths just drag, really do. And having opportunity and time is very important. I did 2 paths, I think, thinking like, an hour? I think it was about an hour on Sunday. And I was like, at the end of it going, oh, I cannot wait until this is over because it is just so boring. But that's just down to the fact of, as I've moved on as a Marvel Contest of Champions player, more things are becoming of interest to do. Whether or not it is a case of, as a non-spending player, I go into the likes of Arena. Whether or not I have things like incursions. I'm beginning to enjoy incursions a lot more from a solo grind. So I've been smashing through a lot of that, which becomes incredibly important when it comes to, well, nowadays Kabam they dangled a carrot in front of you that sort of makes you have to do incursions. So the point to get to is time saving, pace, making things less grindy. Although you could say adding or like removing 3 paths from a quest to then go, hey, by the way, you've got to, and that's the thing, got to do incursions because you've got to get the artifacts, so you got to get the 7-star crystal. And the same thing when it comes to like, well, now you got to do battlegrounds because and also arena. It's kind of like, yay, I've saved time. Yay, Kabam have saved me time when it comes to event quest and my story mode. More so with the event quest because it's monthly recurring. Yay, they've saved me time. Oh wait, now I've got to go and do incursions because I need that 7-star. Oh wait, I need to go and do arena because I need units because I don't spend in MCOC. So it's kind of like it's a funny old game, isn't it? When it's like the developers are saving you time in one place, what they give in one place they take with the other. And Kabam will say, well, you don't have to do everything. Yeah, but there's a 7-star. You can't put the most premium meta item in a store and go, do you know what? Just don't grind it. Just don't do it. Just don't do the artifact grind. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. You kind of do because it's a 7-star. I don't need to repeat myself anymore because I think people would get the point with that. But yeah, I just wanted to say, first of all, well done to Kabam for kind of like saving me some time in event quest. And in future, which will be like story mode, boo that I've got to do a lot more incursions. Thankfully, I do incursions and I do enjoy incursions. And, I've got to do battlegrounds and arena. Arena I like whilst doing other stuff. Thank God for arena boosts. Got a video about arena boosts coming up at some stage. I've been integrating them more into my grind. By the way, use arena boosts. If you're a milestone grinder, use arena boosts. It gets you to milestones quicker and make sure to use them. It's so darn important. In any case, that is going to be it for the video. I can't think of anything more to say except for, yay, great, saved me some time. I actually really enjoyed doing Event Quest this month because it felt like I was doing it quicker. I think normally I do Event Quest in about 2 weeks, Thronebreaker, just because I just got really bored of it. I did this in 8 days, which is a little bit slower than normal, but I've had other stuff on I need to concentrate on, so that's really it. Could that pace increase? Of course it could. Will it increase? Maybe. I don't know. Like, it depends whether or not there's anything grindy on event-wise. So we're like, well, I got to do that instead of that. Is Act 8 on 8.3 on? Yeah. Should I do this? Should I not? Those are questions that need answers at some point. In any case, thank you very much for watching this video. Thanks for supporting. Check out some other content located on screen. And I'll see you all in the next video, whenever that is. Cheers. Bye-bye.